Did you know Seguin is home to the world's largest pecan? But what I love even more than that is what's happening just a few blocks from here. My mom and I actually renovate homes right here in Seguin. And today I'm taking you inside one we just brought back to life. Seguin has so much charm, and this home is walking distance to downtown. Shops, restaurants, local events, all of it right here. And that walkability, that's something buyers are really starting to look for. Welcome to Southern Pecan Abode's latest renovation. We saw the vision the first time we walked in the doors, and we are excited to show you exactly what we've done. Come on in. Welcome. So Mom and I, when we purchased this home, we walked in and we immediately, the first thing we saw were these original hardwood floors and this beautiful arch here. So this home was built in 1930, and we are walking distance to downtown Seguin. So just the location itself is beautiful, is wonderful. I'm gonna close the door. Just take it in. I know it's very striking because you have the shiplap and you have the cream colored trim, and it just makes it pop. We did this deco tile in here. So I'm gonna start in this living room and kind of walk through what we did. So when we first started, there was sheetrock on all of these walls, and there was a huge hole in the ceiling over here, and it literally rained inside for almost 10 years. So there was quite a bit of wood rot in the floor, of course in the ceiling, and we had no idea until we stripped the sheetrock out that we had the shiplap behind the walls. So layers of sheetrock, layers of wallpaper, even the wallpaper with the cheesecloth backing. That's what was on these walls, but behind them was this beautiful shiplap. And we lightly sanded, and then we cleaned it, and then we did a nice oil finish on these walls. And it is just very rich and very warm and very inviting. And then we decided to sheetrock the ceilings. The major systems in this home have all been redone. So you have new electrical, new plumbing, new central air and heat. There was not central air and heat in this house prior, but there is now. So it's fully functional. It's ready to go. There is a new sewer line from the house to the street. That's huge. That's important. And the fireplace. We did an electric insert. You could revert it back to a wood burning fireplace if you wanted to. We didn't, because we liked this idea better. And then it's important to Mom and myself that we hire local contractors, that we support small businesses in the community, in the city of Seguin. So our general contractor, he's been with us this entire time. His name is Johnny with Roofs and Repairs. This is our 5th project that Mom and I have done, and Johnny's been with us every step of the way. So that's our general contractor. We have a local mason. His name is Rogelio. He rebuilt this hearth with this nice red brick. This is a live edge piece of wood that we got. We locally sourced this from another small business in town. Hardwood floors. What we could salvage in this home, we did. All of the trim, the baseboards, the arch, the door frames, it's all original. We pulled it all off, we sanded it down, we primed it, painted it, and put it back. So it was definitely a labor of love, for sure. The dining room, we did this really fun art deco. You notice you have a little bit of a step up here. There was a huge hole in the corner right over here, and the floor was just rotten. So what we could salvage from the flooring over here in this area, we used to repair in other areas of the home, specifically over in that corner of the living room. All new subfloor was put down in here, and then we did the Art Deco tile. We also lifted this ceiling in here and made it a vaulted ceiling because we had the space. And of course, we added the beam. There's all new windows in this home, all new light fixtures, beautiful chandelier. I found this table, believe it or not, at the Hope Hospice thrift store in New Braunfels. Love them, love supporting them as well. Anytime we can support small businesses, Mom and I will do that for sure. Speaking of our local contractors, we use Joe Cools for all of our AC and heating, and the placement of this vent up here was very smart. Design elements like that, it was important to us to not put it in the vaulted ceiling. So aesthetically, we put it in this wall. So you didn't see an AC vent in the vaulted portion. It's there on the side. It's a small detail that makes a big impact. There was a door here originally. We took it off for flow, and I'll show you where we put it here in just a minute. So come this way. This is our pride and joy. When Mom and I walk in here the first time we came in this kitchen, after it was complete, it literally brought tears to our eyes. And I might tear up now just talking about it. When we first came in this home, I know you've seen the before, so you saw where it was. So to see it now, it's amazing. There was tile on the walls from here down, and this banquette area. And so that's why you have the two-tone in the wood. It was just covered for so many years, again, 1930, but it's beautiful. And we just cleaned it and oiled it, and we have a local cabinet maker. We love that. It's him and his 5 sons, and they all work together, and they do a beautiful job. They built this banquette seating is built in, and it opens for storage. Very cool. New light fixture goes with that one in there in the dining room. Again, all new windows, and the trim. I point out the trim because in so many new builds, I don't care what price point they're at, it's very rare that you see window seals. They just have pure sheetrock. This is wood. It's awesome. And this trim, this little detail here, this other little arch, that is original to the house as well. We left it. It's these little details that Mom and I wanted to preserve. It was important to us. In this corner here, there was a refrigerator, and literally it was stuck here and it opened here. The door was here because this is not a very big space. But Robert and I and my mom discussed it, and we decided we were going to put corner cabinetry here and take it all the way to the ceiling and then frame it out. So it looks like it was made to be there. There was a door here as well. We took it off. I'll show you where we put it. I had 7 inches here, and Robert made us a spice rack. Beautiful. For some reason, this kitchen reminded me of my grandma, and not for some reason, like we know why. But I really wanted a built-in cutting board. Check that out. And one reason I love this so much, I'm all about practicality and functionality. So you can put your silverware here, you can put your knives here. And imagine you're peeling onions or cutting onions, peeling potatoes, and just right into the trash can. How cool is that? All of these uppers are original, including this glass. When Mom and I saw this glass, we told our general contractor, if you boys break this glass, y'all are in big trouble, because we wanted to preserve that. And look how they did this. Again, 1930. So you have your shelving, and they, what do you call that, like rotored out the notches? So you're not relying on the little pegs. You've got notches that your shelves sit in. I wish they still did that. But all of these uppers are the original. And there's details like this little inlet on both sides. Now, all of the lower cabinets, these were all built by our cabinet maker. And we chose this color. And if you'll notice, or if you didn't notice, that this base color on these cabinets is the same color on the front door. We wanted a cohesive look, everything ties together. These are sealed butcher block counters. The other side is just for your like cookie sheets, right? You can just slide your cookie sheet, your pans in there. Originally there was this really large box here and we didn't know what it was. And honestly, we were terrified to pry it open. And once we did, it was a hot water heater. So a hot water heater sat here, a little short, squatty one, and all these walls were sheetrocked. Well, when we pulled the sheetrock off, this was behind it. And Mom and I decided that we wanted to leave that exposed. And we had no idea that it was here. So we love that. We love that that's there. So on the other side, we didn't open up the wall on the other side, but we opened this one. We left the brick. So coming this way, so the appliances are new. Counter depth fridge, dishwasher, stove, and Robert built us a wine rack above the fridge. And I love that. There was a door here that opened up into the kitchen, and it is now our exterior door. We had to do a little bit of work, but it's here now. And there was a door here, and there was this weird little bathroom. Imagine a shower where this fridge is, and a toilet. But it was so, imagine a door, and there was a door here, there was a closet. It was tight. And if you were to sit on the toilet, your feet were literally in the shower. So we had to reconfigure this whole thing. And this is how we decided to do it, because it makes a lot more sense and it flows better. So right off the kitchen, right off the back of the house, you can come into the first bedroom. We have this bedroom staged as an office right now, but even with the desk and the 2 chairs here, you could still put a bed. You could do a day bed, you could do a little couch, you could do more seating, or you could just make this another bedroom. It's really up to you. All of the doors in this house, the interior doors, are all original to the home. Closet doors, the glass knobs, the patina. The only thing we never found a key. We never found the skeleton key to these doors. That would have been awesome, but we didn't. We did leave all of the paint, all of the extra paint that we have for the home we left here. So we added new bars, but all of these knobs are original to the home. And again, the shiplap. Who knew? Who knew it was here? And Mom and I went back and forth. We thought, should we add sheetrock to some of the walls? Should we whitewash some of the walls? And the more we thought about it, we thought, let's just leave it. Let's just leave it, and whoever decides to purchase this home, they can do what they want. Because what's here is amazing. And look at all these windows. You have 5 windows. I told our cabinet maker, I said, Robert, if I lived in this home, I would have you build me the biggest window seat here, and I would literally work from my laptop right here and look at my beautiful oak tree outside. I love this room. I love the space. I love the tree, the floors, the trim, everything. So we did, I know I said it before, but we did replace all of the electrical. The electrical in here was the old knob and fuses. And so it's all updated. So you don't have to worry about that. It's a big major system. We put ceiling fans in both bedrooms and in the living room because it's South Texas and it's hot. That makes sense. And they're on remote controls. So coming this way, we have the hallway. Originally, this here was a furnace, and it had a vent at the bottom and a vent at the top. And when we pulled it out, I thought, I don't want to have to figure out a new piece of shiplap from here to here. So let's just do built-in shelving. So that's what we did. And then I want to show you this. 1930s, okay? We had rotary phones and we had landlines. and your phone would sit here, and there's a little tiny hole here where your phone cord would go down in there and you could plug it in. Well, I wanted to preserve that, so we did. So we left this here. Put what you want. Put I don't know, not a candle because you can't light one here, but put something there. It's cute. What would you put there, Mom?
I don't know.
Right?
Flowers.
Flowers. I love that. This is coming back into the kitchen. So I told you we took this door off, but you have this right outside the kitchen. So this makes sense to be your pantry. You've got plenty of shelving, and then down here, which I know you can't really tell, but you have a trap door. So this house is pier and beam, and that is your access point down there in the floor. That's how you get down there. I'm not going down there. So Mom's not going down there either. She's shaking her head no. She's like, heck no. We're gonna go back this way, and we're gonna take you back into the living room, and then we'll go into the primary bedroom. So this home is right at 1,200 square feet, and it is a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom home. One of the things that Mom and I pride ourselves on, or I should say is most important to us, is this is our 5th home that we've renovated. And we call our homes renewed residences because we don't flip. We take our time, we do it right, we take them down to the studs, we redo all the major systems, and we want a home that is built to last. And so in this one, we took our time. Every home that we have done has not had laundry hookups, had no laundry room, nothing. They have had to go to the laundromat. And we have put laundry hookups, laundry capability in every home because that is a necessity. We do not want you having to go to the laundromat on a weekend with your babies. We don't want you to do that. So we make sure that in all of our homes, you have the capability to do laundry at home whenever you want. That's important. That's huge. That's life-changing. It really is. You get to spend more time at home with your family and not go to a laundromat. There's another step here. So there are some steps in the home. There's one going up into the dining room, and there's one going into the hallway. Another cool feature about this house, and sorry I get sidetracked, there's just so much to tell you. You have an access point out to the patio from the living room. We'll go there in a minute. We have 3 exterior doors, one in the front, one from the living room, and one in the primary bedroom. Those are all new. The exterior door in the kitchen is an original door that we used elsewhere. We repurposed it. We also added an attic. There wasn't an attic before because there was no central air and heat. So we added the attic, and that attic ladder has metal. It's a metal ladder. We don't like those rickety wooden ones. So we put the metal ones in all of our homes that we do. And you have smoke detectors, you have recessed lighting, all that was added. So remember when I said we took the door off the dining room and the door from the hallway? This is an original door. We added a tiny bit to the bottom to make it longer, and then we added new hardware. But this is an original door that we made a barn door for the bathroom. The configuration of the original bathroom just didn't make sense. It really didn't, including the electrical. There was a bathtub, shower tub combo here, and it had some storage above it, but the light switch was literally in the shower. How that ever, 1930. Anyway, your light switch is on this wall. It's not in your shower anymore. And we had to take out the header because I'm 5'1", my mom's 5'3", my son is 6'3", and we were gonna leave the storage above it, but when he came in, it was a different perspective. So we took those out, we took the tile all the way to the ceiling, and we're so glad that we opened that up. And then we have the niche here, niche, however you wanna say it, because you need a place to put your soaps. And we did the penny tile on the floor, and that same penny tile is in the niche. And this shower tile is the same tile that you saw in the kitchen for your backsplash. So again, just tying in those design elements for one cohesive look. You have your towel hooks here. trim, original trim. This whole bathroom was shiplap. It really was. Now there was sheetrock in here, but when we took the sheetrock out, it was all shiplap. But we did decide to sheetrock this room. The only place we left exposed shiplap is going to be over here. New vanity. We kept the original toilet because you guys, look at the detail. Look at the detail on the tank. Look at the detail at the bottom. They do not make things like this anymore. They really don't. And I know it's I call it a squatty potty because it's so low, but it has character. But there is a new vanity, all new plumbing, tankless water heater. It's in the attic. Because remember I told you there was that fat squatty one in the kitchen. That wasn't gonna be ideal. So tankless water heater in the attic, new mirror, new vanity, everything in here is new. You have a vent, which does have a light, and here's where your laundry capability is. You can put a stackable washer and dryer in this space. And when you're not using it, you can slide this other barn door over, which was the door from the hallway that we added a little bit of length to the bottom and added new hardware. And we did decide to leave this wall exposed shiplap in the bathroom. I love it. It's just very warm. Now from here, we'll take you to the primary, but truly you could use either bedroom as your primary suite. We chose to stage this one as the primary because it has access to that patio. And we'll show you that here in just a minute. So in this room, we left the original hardwood floors throughout, and we left the exposed shiplap, and we just did new sheetrock at the ceiling, put in a ceiling fan. Originally, this room had 2 closets like that other bedroom, but because we needed to add laundry, we took the other portion, the other side of this closet, and used that space on the other side of this wall to create that area for your stackable washer and dryer. So we know closets are a big deal, and so as a primary you have a tinier closet, but our thought process behind that was you have to have laundry, and this room is big enough where you could put a dresser and you could put an armoire or another piece of furniture in here to store your clothing. That was our thought. Because to have the capability to do laundry, in our opinion, just have less clothes. That would solve it all. Have less clothes. And then you have this cute patio right here off of your bedroom. And listen, when you come home, this is your driveway right here to my left. So you park your car, you come up the sidewalk, you come up the stairs, you can go into your living room or you can go into your bedroom. And then you have this cute, look at this. You could add potted plants. You could build on like a covered pergola. There's so many options you could do here. It is just darling. And I haven't even mentioned, and I don't know how I forgot to mention this, the whole house is rock. The whole exterior of this house is rock. Which is one of the many reasons it was so important for us to save this home. It sat for many years vacant, and I got a phone call one day and they said, Shauna, would you and your mom want to take this house on? Because the city does not want to tear it down because it is one of the original rock walls of Seguin. It was built in 1930. And I said, you know what, let me go take a look at it. And I knew, Mom and I knew from day one, we have to do this one. We have to do this one, we have to do it right. And it took a little over a year working with the owner, the previous owners, and we did it. We did it. We came in and we took it down. We took it down to the studs, literally. And we're really proud. We're really proud of this one. I think this one is our favorite. Don't you think, Mom?
Yes.
It's my favorite too. I love the fireplace. I love the warmth of this house. It just feels good. It feels homey. It's always felt that way. So I brought you something a little bit different today. I know I usually take you through new builds and Perry's and Pulte's and Toll Brothers and all those things, and I love those homes too, but I really wanted to introduce myself and my mom as Southern Pecan Abodes and show you what we do behind the scenes in Seguin, Texas, and just share a little bit more about myself, honestly, and my passion. I love this. And what's crazy, not crazy, but I've always loved refinishing furniture. There's something about just taking something vintage that had a life, that had a purpose, and sanding it down and putting in the labor and putting in the love and just bringing it back to life so it can have new memories. And that's what we did here. And when I tell you it was a labor of love, we mean it. And we're all very proud of this. My mom and I are proud of it. Our family is proud of it. Our contractor is proud of it. All of our partners, our plumber, electrician, city building official, city manager, they're all proud of it. The neighbors come over and thank us because, like I said, it sat here for many, many years and just fell apart. I hope you love it as much as we do. She's on the market. This home is perfect for someone who wants to be close to downtown Seguin, but still have something fully updated and move-in ready. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or you're looking to downsize or even considering an investment, this is exactly the kind of property I love helping people find. Where do you think this house would be priced at? Because we brought it to market at $238,500 with a $3,000 landscape allowance. We did that because we weren't sure if somebody wanted to have full sod or if they wanted to do xeriscaping. We've had a lot of water restrictions in our area because we've been in a drought for quite some time, even though, God willing, we just had quite a bit of rain. But regardless, we wanted it to be the buyer's choice. So, $238,500. Reach out anytime. I'd love to help you, and it's always me on the other side.
All right, we are in Seguin, Texas, just outside of New Braunfels, and this is an area that's really been growing while still holding on to its character and history. So I have zoomed out quite a bit just to show you where Seguin is in relation to Austin and San Antonio and of course New Braunfels. So the pin I have here is the house itself, 515 East Mountain, the one that Mom and I just renovated that we just featured in the video. And we hope you love it as much as we do. But back to the map, I want to show you your commute. You are about roughly 20 minutes from New Braunfels when you are in Seguin. So you would take Highway 46 into New Braunfels. That's going to be roughly a 20-minute commute. Now the beauty of this is you have so many choices for commuting. So Interstate I-35 runs north and south. So you can take I-35 north to Austin. From Seguin, that's going to be about an hour commute. And of course, you can take it south to San Antonio. That's going to be a little bit quicker, 40, 45 minutes, just depending on where you're going. Now, I-35, once you get to San Antonio, you can hit some of the major roads. The first one being 1604. That is an outer loop of San Antonio. I'm just going to highlight it here for you. And if you are commuting to the international airport, I would tell you to take I-35 and then hit that inner loop of 410. San Antonio International Airport is going to be right at 410 and 281. Right in here. That's going to be about a 45-minute, probably an hour commute for you from Seguin. Now, you can also take Interstate I-10 from Seguin into San Antonio. And if you, let's say you work at Randolph Air Force Base, it's going to be right in here. You could take I-10, hit 1604, and come in the back gate of Randolph Air Force Base. I would say that's going to be about a 30-minute commute, just depending on your traffic. Now, Interstate I-10 going eastbound is going to take you all the way out to Houston. So if you need to go to Houston, there you go. Now, Going to Austin, like I said, is about an hour commute, but you could go 46 to 35. You can take 123. If you're going into San Marcos, anybody working at Texas State University or attending Texas State University, that would be a really smart a route for you to take 123, because then you'll hit I-35 and you'll just go across into San Marcos, and there you have it. You also, this is lovely, you have State Highway 130, which is a toll road that will allow you to avoid the hustle and bustle of downtown Austin traffic. So this is a toll road. Like I said, it's a faster, less congested route toward Austin. One of the famous, I will say landmarks along 130 is going to be the Circuit of America's racetrack. That is out on 130. So lots of commuting options depending on where you're going and how quickly you want to get there, but always account for traffic. Now, I also want to zoom in. I want to show you just how close you are to downtown Seguin. I'm going to zoom in quite a bit. Here we are. When I tell you that you could literally walk downtown Seguin, I mean that. It's a few blocks, and I'm just going to get my little pin out again and show you. This is the home. You're going a few blocks. You're making a left on 123, and you are at the Burnt Bean. The Burnt Bean is a barbecue restaurant, and it has become quite famous, you guys. There is literally a line around the building, if not around the block on the weekends, and they will run out of food. So if you want some good old Texas brisket, pulled pork sandwiches, and all the fixings, the Burnt Bean is the place to be. And you have an advantage because you could literally walk here in the morning, be the first one in line, and get you some good food before they run out. Now, downtown you have bars. You have the 1916 Bar and Bistro at the Almont. You have a beautiful fountain area here. There are markets on the weekends, and you can just walk. There is a year-round Christmas store, Father Christmas, on the corner. All kinds of shopping, dining, coffee shops. You can't beat it, guys. You really can't. So and how did I forget this? You have the Guadalupe River. There's a lot of really beautiful places in Seguin, and so don't let anyone fool you. Seguin is beautiful. And there's Starkey Park. Starkey Park is in Seguin. You got a golf course. You have awesome playgrounds for the kids. And so when you look at this home, especially one that's been fully renovated, you're not just buying the house, you're buying into a location that offers convenience, character, and room to grow. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next tour.